Hey, welcome back to this Amazon S3 class, and in this video we are going to look how we can enable the versioning, how we can use the life cycle into our buckets. So let's start to create a new bucket for this session, and I'm just going to creating, let's say, my S3 tag hunt 1 2 3 4 5 6. Hopefully that's is available, and let's see, it will tell me. So you have the options during the creation of your buckets, whether you can enable the buckets as a versioning enable. You can enable the versioning at the time of the creation or afterwards. So let's see, I'm just keeping it as disabled right now and just going ahead. Next next that's how it's look like. It's going to create, that's my buckets, it's going to be created now. All right. So this is the process to create the buckets. I'm just showing you, and into this enable the versioning, let me show you first. I'm just going to upload one file here so that so I'm uploading this file into my S3 bucket. Let's hit the button, upload button, and it's, you can see, in one in progress, 100% successful. Now it's success, perfect. So now let's go, and then you just come to your S3 buckets and hit sorry, not hit, just click on them, and you can see whether what properties is enabled for your buckets. So we can see versioning is disabled, mfa delete disabled, logging disabled, static website hosting disabled, all are disabled right now. Okay, so let make first task is to make these buckets as public. So you can make either by the bucket policies, or you can edit these settings from here, and you can make this bucket as public. Can hit on create, and this is going to be public. I don't know what happening with my account today, but it should be. Let me try again. I'm going to use the bucket policy. I don't know what happening with my accounts, or at the Amazon level. Amazon, they might have some issues, I don't know, but it's not going to work. But so let's try with bucket policy, and I'm just saving it. Its effect, its allow resource would be my Amazon S3 bucket, and principal would be all objects. Okay, so that's how it's going to work, and let's save it. It should make my bucket to be public. So you have provided public access to buckets. We highly recommended that you never grant any public access to your S3 buckets. So that's fine. Let me see if it become public or not. Perfect. So it's now public. So I have made this bucket as public. It's not working through the GUI today. I don't know what happening. So let me just hide them. And now our bucket is public. And let's see. Let's go to here. Okay, and let me try to just upload one text file. Okay, let me just create one text file, and I'm going to upload it. Text file with let's say, where is it? uh, I've saved it, that's fine. So I'm just uploading one text file into my buckets, and just drag and drop and on hit that upload button, and it should be finished in few seconds. Okay, let's go to what's my content is here. So it's containing that this is version of me into this text file, and because I make the this bucket public, so I can access all the object inside my bucket. So first let me show you, since we don't have any we don't have enable the versioning yet. Let me show you how we can enable the version, and I will show you the difference, because I will store these two objects before enabling the versioning, and we will store few objects afterwards. So let's go to properties tab, and you can see the versioning, server access logging, and you can statics, host the static website, server objects level loggings. You can do lot of options we have in inside under the properties tab. So our target is the versioning, to enable the versioning. So you can see we have only two options. So we can enable it, but we don't have any, disable or delete this versioning once it's enabled. So let's just enable it, and we have enable our buckets as versioning there. And before doing any activities here, I can show you, let me show you if we have the version ID here for these two objects or not. Though we have enabled the versioning just right now, it's enabled. And let me show you, we should not have the version ID for these two objects, because these objects you know was inside these buckets before enabling the versioning. So you can see the versions here, and you just go to, is by default hide, but when you click on the show, you can see the version ID, last modified, size, and the storage class, in which storage they have, what's the size of file, what's the last modified, and the version ID. You can see you have only one copies of each object, and the version ID is null. And let me do one thing, and I'm just going, so I'll show you this text file. There's the sample.txt. This is the content, and let me just edit it and upload it again. So this is my second version of this is my second version. That's fine. And now what I'm going to do, I'm just moving back, just hiding it, and what I'm doing, I'm just overwriting this sample.txt file. All right, so now it's uploaded success. You can see the view the details, so it's successful. And now see what's the content inside this file. So now you can see the file is same, sample.txt, the version, the content inside this file, this is my second. And you can see this one, this is version of me, that was my first content before enabling the version. If you just refresh it, you must get the different content. See that's my second version. So now we can see this one. Okay, so now let's move what happened after enabling the version. As of now, you can see only two files, but if you just hit this show button, you must see two files of sample.txt file, and one with the latest version. You can see the sample.txt. We have two versions, with latest version, and the last one that doesn't have any version ID, that is null. And you can see it's have latest version. So if you just want to access this file, and you just want to see the content inside it, it's going to be access denied, because you do not have the permissions. Okay, so that's you need to make some permissions to access this file, but that's not our objective. Though you can just click on make public, you can make them. And let's see, you see it, you just make them public, because the overwritten or the deleted file could become the private, because no one should access that particular file. And that's the whole purpose of this versioning. So now this is accessible also. That's my versioning file, which was the previous version of this temple.txt, that was also accessible for me. And just go to show, and you can see, so this is the versioning. You don't have any version ID for these this is storage class.jpg png file, and that one you have the latest version ID. So that was the conditions for the overwritten. Let's take a look what would be happen with my file if I'm going to delete after the versioning. So let me just this one, and I'm just going to, not doing anything, man. So here you just need to hit this delete button, and yeah, that's fine. I'm just going to delete it. So you cannot see that particular file here because that's deleted, but it not deleted in actual. So just go to hit on to show buttons, and now you can see it's with the delete marker. So that's the latest version, but if you have deleted any file, it will become it will be available into your S3 bucket with the delete marker. Okay, so that's how it's will be into your S3 bucket still. And let's say you have to delete this file because that's, let's say, it's just a few kbs in the size, but it's huge in the size, and you have enabled the versioning. So you may have the multiple copies um, of the files into your S3 bucket. Those are going to consume your space, and you are going to be pay the money to your AWS. So that's how you can going to delete. So you just need to that select that particular file. To delete this delete marker file, that's going to be restore your original file into your S3 bucket. So I'm just going to delete this delete marker. I've deleted, it's going to be restore. So that's how you can restore the file. So let's see, and how we can delete it permanently. Let me show you again. So that's how you can restore, but if we just need to remove it permanently, I'm just going to delete it, and going to show, just hit this show button. Now we have it, and then what you need to do, you just need to select this one, go to delete. Yes, I'm fine with this. I'm just going to delete it. Yeah, and then you just need to go to here and delete it. Now there is no options to restore this file. Okay, so that's the versioning, and that's the features of versioning, how you can enable the versioning, how it can be keep the multiple copies of one file into your S3 buckets, and how it's going to be useful into the real-time environment. Okay, guys, so these all about the versioning, and we will see how we can enable the server access logging, static websites, and tagging, transfer accelerations, and other options also into our next videos. And we can also enable how to enable the replication, how we can use the inventory, how we can add the lifecycle rules, what we are talk about in our earlier videos. We will look into also it into our next video, how to add the lifecycle rule for our buckets. Thank you, guys.